Dale Robertson held a fierce contempt for one man above all others in his storied career. Born Dale Lemoyne Robertson on July 14, 1923, in Hera, Oklahoma, he was shaped by the raw, unforgiving expanse of America's heartland, cultivating a grounded character and an unyielding toughness that would later make him a natural for Western roles. Raised during the Great Depression's lean years, he learned the worth of relentless effort from childhood. His modest upbringing, steeped in horsemanship and a fierce sense of independence, became the bedrock of the authenticity he brought to the screen, winning over audiences with a sincerity that felt effortless. Before Hollywood called, Robertson answered a higher duty, serving with courage in World War II. Enlisting in the U.S. Army, he joined the 322nd Combat Engineer Battalion, later earning a commission as a second lieutenant. He then served with the 332nd Combat Engineer Battalion and the 101st Cavalry, enduring 2 combat wounds that earned him a Bronze Star and other military honors. His wartime experiences forged a quiet, stoic strength that became a defining trait of his on-screen persona. Friends and peers often described him as a genuine hero long before he ever stepped in front of a camera. Hollywood wasn't his original plan. His entry was almost accidental. While recovering from war injuries, he had a photograph taken for his mother, which landed in the hands of talent scouts captivated by his rugged handsomeness and innate charisma. This chance moment sparked small roles in films through the late 1940s and early 1950s, setting the stage for a remarkable career. Robertson's star rose when he embraced the Western genre, a cultural powerhouse during its golden age. His breakout came with Tales of Wells Fargo, 1957 to 1962, where he portrayed Special Agent Jim Hardy, a figure of courage, integrity, and resilience. His natural ease on horseback and understated gravitas gave the series a grounded realism, distinguishing it from its peers and making him a household name as millions tuned in weekly. Beyond Wells Fargo, Robertson carved out a robust career across film and television. He starred in movies like Dakota Incident, 1956, Return of the Texan, 1952, and Sitting Bull, 1954, holding his own alongside Hollywood's biggest names. He led the TV series Iron Horse, 1966 to 1968, and later showcased his range with guest roles on 1980s hits like Dynasty and Dallas, proving he could navigate beyond the Western saddle into diverse genres. In 1964, he joined Law of the Lawless, a TV series that kept him anchored in the Western tradition, while also exploring new territory with a voice role as a cowboy hero in the animated The Man from Buttonwillow, 1965, and a part in the European shot crime drama One-Eyed Soldiers, 1966. These projects highlighted his willingness to push boundaries while staying true to his roots. In 1968, he took the reins as host of Death Valley Days, a long-running anthology series where his natural storytelling gift brought America's frontier history to life, cementing his fit for the role. In the 1970s, Robertson tackled the real-life role of FBI agent Melvin Purvis in 2 TV movies, Melvin Purvis, G-Man, 1974, and The Kansas City Massacre, 1975, delivering gripping performances as Purvis took on notorious gangsters like John Dillinger and Pretty Boy Floyd. His intensity and realism earned critical praise, reinforcing his versatility. In 1981, he joined the cultural juggernaut Dynasty as Walter Lancashire for its first season, introducing him to a fresh generation of viewers. In 1983, he starred in the TV pilot Big John, and by 1987, he led NBC's J.J. Starbuck as a wealthy Texan turned crime solver, blending folksy wisdom with larger-than-life charm. Though the show was short-lived, his portrayal left a lasting mark on fans. In the early 1990s, specifically 1993 to 1994, he appeared in 2 episodes of Hearts of the West, a comedy drama starring Bo and Lloyd Bridges, a fitting return to the Western genre that had defined much of his five-decade career. Robertson's personal life was as vibrant and complex as his professional journey, marked by four marriages that wove through his life's chapters. In 1951, he married Frederica Jacqueline Wilson, a union that coincided with his rising Western stardom and drew public interest. Though it ended in divorce by 1956, it gave him a daughter, cementing his role as a devoted father despite his demanding career. That same year, he wed actress Mary Murphy, famed for her role opposite Marlon Brando in The Wild One, 1953. Their marriage, however, was fleeting, annulled within months, a brief Hollywood whirlwind that underscored the challenges of balancing fame with personal stability. In 1959, he married Lula May, a relationship that endured nearly 2 decades until 1977, producing 2 daughters. Robertson cherished fatherhood, often emphasizing in interviews that family rivaled his career in importance, even as he juggled high-profile roles in Wells Fargo and Iron Horse. In 1980, he married Susan Robbins, a union that lasted 33 years until his death in 2013. Significantly younger, Susan became his anchor, and the couple settled in Yukon, Oklahoma, where he embraced a quieter life away from Hollywood's relentless spotlight, their bond marked by deep mutual devotion. Robertson was never one to soften his views, whether about his craft, those he respected, or those he loathed. Among the many figures he encountered in Hollywood, one man stood out as the embodiment of everything he despised: Robert Taylor, MGM's polished leading man from the 1930s to 1950s. Robertson's scorn was unapologetic, declaring, "I despised him more than anyone, plain and simple." Rooted in Oklahoma values of honesty, hard work, and independence, Robertson believed acting demanded authenticity both on and off the screen. "An actor doesn't fake being a good man," he said. "He is or he isn't. The camera sees it, and so does the audience." To him, Taylor was a hollow shell, prioritizing image over integrity. Taylor didn't care about the story, the truth, or the character, Robertson remarked. It was all about his hair, his pose, the perfect light on his face. That's not acting, it's vanity. Their conflict extended beyond professional differences. Robertson recounted social encounters where Taylor's arrogance shone through. If you weren't in his elite studio circle, he treated you like dirt, he said. "I was raised to shake hands, look a man in the eye, and show respect, no matter who he was." Taylor thought he was above that. Politics further fueled the rift. During Hollywood's Red Scare, Taylor testified before the House Un-American Activities Committee, naming colleagues suspected of communist ties. To Robertson, whose loyalty was ironclad, this was a betrayal beyond redemption. "He turned on people who trusted him," he said. "I'd rather lose everything than betray a friend." Taylor didn't blink. Robertson saw Taylor's noble, all-American screen image as a carefully crafted lie, hiding a coward propped up by looks and studio deals. Even after Taylor's death in 1969, Robertson's contempt never faded. "Time softened some grudges," he admitted. "Not this one. Taylor was as rotten as I thought from day one, and the years only confirmed it." In Hollywood's carefully curated world, such raw honesty was rare, but Robertson never cared for the industry's politics. "I didn't come to Hollywood to play nice in studio dining halls," he said. "I was here to tell stories, portray real men, and earn my keep. If that meant stepping on toes, so be it. Taylor's were the ones I enjoyed stepping on most." To Robertson, Taylor embodied Hollywood's falseness, a stark contrast to his own authenticity and loyalty. As health challenges mounted in his later years, Robertson left Oklahoma for San Diego, seeking advanced medical care and the calming coastal air. Grappling with lung cancer and pneumonia, the once indomitable Cowboy faced his toughest fight with quiet dignity. On February 26, 2013, at 89, He passed away at Scripps Memorial Hospital in La Jolla, California, surrounded by devoted medical staff and loving family. His death closed a remarkable chapter, but his legacy as a Hollywood cowboy, television icon, and man of unwavering principle endures, forever etched in the hearts of those who admired him.